Hey everyone, welcome to the Bruce Williams channel. Let me show you what's on wrist today. This is the VC Overseas 4500V stainless steel blue dial. Absolutely love this watch. But today we're doing another episode of Watch Talk. This is episode 3 where we just talk some watches, various topics, questions. I've got 3 things that I want to share with you guys today. And the first one is a question from Mike. Mike says, Bruce, what do you think about the GMT Meteorite, soon to be discontinued collectible? Mike is referencing a Rolex GMT Master 2 white gold, 18 karat white gold Pepsi bezel with a gorgeous Meteorite dial. And you know what? This is one that is outside my personal price bracket that I'm comfortable spending, but it's one that's really intrigued me. It's an exotic dial material. And to my knowledge, Rolex purchased a pretty substantial piece of the Gibeon meteorite that was downed in Africa. Now, there are a few different meteorites. Most dials that we see come from the Meteorite Lusta, that's kind of a mouthful, meteorite that landed in Sweden about 1 million years ago. You know, if you have a Zelos with a meteorite dial, it came from that meteorite. Now, the Gibeon meteorite is widely regarded as the best meteorite to use when it comes to art and jewelry, watches, dials, that type of thing. And so the graining, the texturing, it's just, you can't replicate it. It is so interesting, and every piece is unique. Now, to my knowledge, you cannot export the Gibeon meteorite out of Africa anymore. So quantities are finite, they're limited, and eventually Rolex will run out of this material, this exotic material that they make their dials with. So Mike, to answer your question, I do not know when this will be discontinued, but when it does, it will surely be a collectible. Not only is it the GMT Master 2 with the Pepsi dial, so it's a very hot sports piece, and it's way cooler than a black dial or a blue dial. This is a meteorite dial with black text, and it's an exotic material that is in limited quantities. So every now and then Rolex will come out with a meteorite dial. I think this is the coolest one that they've come out with to date, and it will be a collectible and it will go up in value. Right now, you can buy them for about $40,000 if you can find them at retail, brand new at an authorized dealer, but that number will go up in future years for sure. Now, the next topic that I want to share with you guys is in relation to a Kickstarter campaign. Now, I get a ton of emails on a daily basis, a lot of them from upstart brands, micro brands, Kickstarter campaigns, asking me if I'll feature their product here on the channel. And I say no to about 99%, maybe 98% of all, everybody that reaches out. But occasionally something will really catch my eye. I'll be interested in it. And this is an example. This is a custom engraved watch box from Epiphany Watch Accessories. Now, this is not a cheap wood that's CNC machined. This is hand engraved in India by artisans. And you know what? I think it looks pretty awesome. And it's large too. It's substantial. It can fit a good amount of watches within it. And Epiphany reached out to me and they asked if I wanted to feature it and what engraving I would like, if I wanted my channel name or something in the case. And I will do a full review on this when it arrives. I'm just too excited about it. So I'm talking about it now, but a full review is coming once it gets to me here in Utah. But I asked them to do a variation of a famous painting called The Great Wave off Kanagawa. I'm sure you guys are familiar with this. I actually have a replica or reproduction of it hanging behind the computer here. I have a mouse pad on the desk that carries the print. I think it's really cool. It's the inspiration of the tsunami wave medallion that's on the back of modern Seiko divers. It's really cool. So as you guys can see, this is what I'm going to have engraved within the custom watch box here. Everything that's white is engraved into the wood, and everything that's black is raised up. So it will have some nice undulation and contrast. And I'm really looking forward to seeing this. very excited. And if any of you are interested in maybe even getting this exact engraving, I'll put the link to the campaign in the description of the video. And again, a full review will come out once it's actually produced and I have it in hand. So there's that. And the last topic is I want to share with you a watch that I unboxed earlier today, and I have it with me. This is the Rado True Star Open Heart. This is high-tech gloss ceramic on the case, on the bracelet here. In fact, the only piece that's not ceramic is the butterfly opening here, and that is done out of titanium. So it's a watch that, you know, it's outside my wheelhouse when it comes to my own personal preferences for beauty and sharp aesthetics. I'm kind of drawn to the ugly, clunky sport watches, especially divers. And this is so different, right? With the open work dial, the square shape, the gloss ceramic. But you know what? In the day that I've had it, this is really cool. And my wife thinks it's really cool. So I could see myself getting one. And I could see her stealing it from me from time to time to wear it, because technically at 38 millimeters, it's technically a unisex watch, and Rado is advertising it as a unisex watch, but it's got a skeletonized variation of the C07 movement. So free sprung balance, modified ETA 2824, 80 hours of power reserve, 3 heartbeat frequency, and dialed in very well. As well. So a full review on this is coming, but here's a few macro videos. Here's a few wrist shots. I think this is really interesting. Again, outside of what I'm normally drawn to, but you know what? I'm drawn to this one as well. I think it's pretty cool. So guys, that's what I have for you today on episode 3 of Watch Talk. If you have a topic or a question or a suggestion, something you would like to see covered in episode 4, let me know. Reach out to me via email or in the comment section of this video. Hope you guys have a great day, and see you in the next video.